motherfucker. You will not diss me. You will pay me my homage that I'm a man that I expect. You will treat me at least as good as, if not better than everyone else. Well, you better, huh? Okay, right there. Well, you better make damn sure that you're absolute perfection, because I will goddamn bring you. And hey, if I had to bring myself down and bring you down, I'll do that too. I ain't got nothing to live for. I'm not a good-looking guy. I don't have the long arms. If I had to eliminate myself from the scene to eliminate you, goddamn it, it will be my supreme joy just to see you burning in hell with me. You get the fucking picture. Let's go back in time, folks. That was his manager at the Pizza Hut. Oh, tell you who he is, I'll just tell you. He was openly gay. I didn't have a problem with that whatsoever. What I did have a problem with was him showing favoritism to all the other employees, but me, he kind of, see, I used to hang out at Pizza Hut and help him with the jobs. Semi-employed, but not employed. And he would talk down to me. One day he called me a bastard. I said, okay. And guess what? He was not perfect. He had flaws. And I overlooked the flaws as long as he was not. But I put them back in my mind because I knew they might come in handy one day. Made a phone call to the home office. And the very next day, he come in all dejected. His ass had been fired. And all because of me. And get this. That same week, or something like that, there's one guy, he was a cook at the Pizza Hut. Athletic, kind of strong black guy. He was a friend of mine. Well, everybody knew I was a virgin there. And they couldn't stand it. So him and the manager, you see the manager was a cool guy. Hawaiian guy, what was his name? Will Salters. So what he did was that cook asked him permission, and they had a stripper in there eating. Well, he paid that stripper to do a strip show for me, because he was hell-bent to try to see me get sexually saturated. And I played along with it. The stripper, she was fat. She did not look good. But I had to play along like I enjoyed it so they wouldn't think I was. Yeah. But here's what the kicker was that made me feel good. That don't let anybody find out about this, because we got somebody who's telling on some people here. And that's why Alfonso was fired. We can't let word of this get out. Not having a clue that that person they were talking about was right here in the midst. It was me, and they didn't have no idea. I felt so superior, so above them all. My self-esteem was increased dramatically that night, because I had every one of them snowed. You had this employee there named Jackie Washington. She always wore her skirt, a violation of uniform policies. Small potatoes, they wouldn't fire her for that. But anyways, she would tell me she'd pay me this people section, that people, she's like, I ain't giving you no money, retarded. Call me retarded. And the tension between us was palpable. Well, I finally had enough of it. They banned me from the place. Or something. And me and Jackie had an altercation. Well, I circulated a petition. I sent it to the home office. And guess what? They fired Jackie. They fired everybody at that Pizza Hut, the manager included, except 3 employees there. I'm telling you. The moral of the story is, you don't piss me off. But if I'm your enemy, I will bring myself to hell if I have to drag you with me, kicking and screaming. Until I'm a good-looking guy, have some goodies, the longer arms, or at least a good-looking guy. Nothing is such a blow to my soul as when I cause my opponents and my foes the bitterness of anguish when I make them languish in the death throes. You get the fucking picture. I think it bears in mind I should tell you who my two heroes are in this life, or three. Pablo Escobar. He's dead, yeah, but he sure had power when he was living. He was not a loser. He may be in hell now, but hey, at least he was a somebody. And the nuns and the poor population of his country loved him because he was so nice to them. My dad did not believe that someone so ruthless as Pablo Escobar could be so loved and so gentle and kind to other people. Let me tell you how it's done. You can be the kindest person in the world, Mother Teresa, but if she sees a cockroach scurrying across the table, she's gonna kill it, ruthlessly kill it. You see, you don't look at your enemies as people. You look at them as cockroaches who you have to kill. And that's how you do it, my friend. My other hero is John Gotti. Man, if only he knew how to shut his mouth. But he was cool. John Gotti was my hero. And Aaron Brockovich is portrayed by Julia Roberts in the movie Aaron Brockovich. Cuss like a sailor. Man, she's my hero. So, Pablo Escobar, John Gotti, and Aaron Brockovich is portrayed by Julia Roberts. And I sell my soul, if I have to, I absolutely do, from my free will that God has given me, to be a smoking, good-looking guy. Smoke to the girls, all the females, especially the good-looking, the best-looking ones, and the smoke hot ones, not just the gays that have the longer arms or the longer forearms. I want to curse the throne. I don't, but I want to curse the throne God sits on every time my arm is shorter than a girl's arm. And they had the other goodies I want. On Garde. Let me give you a little 411 of the shit that was going on Pizza Hut the days of Jackie Washington. But she had worked there once with when Xander was manager there and left. I don't remember what for, but she would always start out telling me if she say I'll pay if you sweep my section. I did it. I asked to be paid. She's like, I ain't give you no money, boy. Get your retarded ass a job. I was so glad when she quit. Unfortunately, when Will Salters was the manager there, he hired her ass back. Well, Will Salters was finally fired, and this manager named Louis Person became a manager there. Now, and Will Salters had also gotten that manager who hired back again because the one who fired him had retired, and they got a new area supervisor. So, Will Salters pulled the strings, and even though I got that manager fired for calling me a bastard, his ass came back. Well, they had their clique there, and they always excluded me. Sure, they'd let me stay there and pay me to work, but they did not treat me like part of the crowd. Jackie Washington would always call me a retard and stuff like that. Ask me to do her work for her, do her dishes, and never pay me. She's telling me she paid me, but when stupid me, I should have. But see, if I didn't do it, then they wouldn't allow me to work for the people who did give me money, because if I either worked or I didn't, and if I didn't, my ass was out. Well, one night she made 3 large pizzas, a bag full of sandwiches. She went back into the kitchen and made them herself. A waitress, supposed to let the cooks do that, and she did not stop by the register. She did not pay shit. She said, well, let me go take the father money and some poker tonight. She left that place. She did not pay for her food. Employees do not get free food there. They have to pay half price. That's the policy. But the manager just turned a blind eye. Well, I circulated a petition. And got all but 3 employees there fired. I'm telling you, I might be a loser, but everybody has a weakness. Look, even the toughest cops. You don't battle a cop in a gunfight. They'll win every time. You're battling the whole every police force in the nation. You try to fight. You try to take them down by force. You got to look for their fucking Achilles heel. Bury them in paperwork. Bury them in the bureaucracy. And that is how you defeat even the toughest police force. The toughest. Everybody has an Achilles heel except God. Your mission is to find that Achilles heel and strike. Chris, who do you like, the Bloods or the Crips? Look, if the Bloods are down with me, I like the Bloods. If the Crips are down with me, I like the Crips. Yes, I like them both. Don't you dare tell me who to be loyal to and who not to. I like whoever likes me. If the Crips are not down with me, if they hate me, well, guess what? I fucking hate them too. And if the Bloods hate me, I fucking hate them too. I have no loyalty to any gang. I am my own gang. My loyalty is to myself. Since God's love is not unconditional like it was in Return from Tomorrow, since that was a fairy tale and not true, since I'm not a good looking guy, since I have an eternal case of the blue balls since my arms are not long enough, I pledge allegiance to myself alone and no one else. And to whatever I desire, whatever I want, I will get it or I will die trying. And if you don't like it, you can go to hell with me, you goddamn motherfucker. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. It is a cruel cosmos, and everyone's a squirrel trying to get the biggest nut. But God's got the biggest nut, and He ain't letting nobody else fucking have it, so I want the second biggest fucking nut. And I'll step on every one of your heads to get to the top if I have to. You can either join hands with me and let's go to the top together, or I'll step on your fucking head. Let's go to another thing. George fucking Bush, when he was the president, he was a fucking moron. After 9/11, he said, you are either for us or against us. That shitty grin on his face, that nervous shitty grin. Well, see, that motherfucker didn't have a clue about diplomacy. Here's what the motherfucker should have said. Terrorists are out there. They will not let you be nuclear. You are either for them or against them. Come, join hands with us, Americans, and let us stand together against this tide of terrorism until we push it back. You see, that's what you should have said. You're not going to tell somebody, you're not going to give an ultimatum to somebody and say, take it. Race. You tell me that shit, I'm going to go against you just to fucking spite you. You ain't, how dare you tell me I'm either for or against you. I'm kicking your ball. Look, to all the top-notch girls and all the girls, past, present, and future, and the longer arms. And I also ask you, please, if you can make it so that I can get in a fist fight, just my bare hands, and win every time, and actually incapacitate and cripple and hurt some real, genuine tough guys, so that I can sit on top of the world and have my self-esteem higher than a man in space on crack.